Hi guys, I'm back. Hey everyone, guess what? Facebook is working. So any of you guys that have hung out on this macro chat live show know that Facebook has been just a really big pain and you know where, but it's working. So I am on Facebook right now. It looks a little slow. So I have this, I'm going to tell you behind the scenes here. I'm one man band. My name is Janice Sullivan and I own Sullivan J Photography and I am a mentor for macro and landscape photographers. We are live, so there's about a 30-second to 1 minute delay when it comes to YouTube. We're on live and we're on live in Facebook. So YouTube I've got down. I mean, I can see the chat. I would love for you guys to say hello, where you're from. And I got a great show with some amazing images from Kim. She's got a great question too. I mean, I'm just loving Kim right now because she's pretty much got this whole show for her because she's asked these questions and I want you guys to do that too. I want you to share images and I want you to ask questions because the reason why I do this macro show is that we just really don't see that much macro out there. You see the landscape, you see the portraiture, you see all the other stuff out there. You see Photoshop, how to use Photoshop, how to use Lightroom. How do you photograph macro? Have you ever done macro? Yes, you guys have, but the other people don't realize that it is hard to get up close. It's hard to get those images. And I feel like we need our own space, everyone. This is about macro photography. Now, when I say that, it's also about close-up photography, so photographing up close, and micro, which is even closer than macro. Macro is basically 1-to-1 ratio, which means that your subject, like a little fly that's in your sensor, is the same size as what's in your sensor. That's what macro is about. So I don't get into too technical stuff. It just basically is a show for people that love to photograph up close. And I really wanted to do this to share our love and our passion for macro photography. So I'm hoping that Facebook is working. I see myself like bobbing little slowly, but I will periodically check on the chat if you have questions and I can't get to them. Then definitely go to our Facebook area. It's Facebook groups macro live chat. And that's where you can really hang out, share pictures. And I'm going to definitely be in there more because I'm super excited that I have finished. We will talk about my sponsor in a second. But anyways, I've got a lot of stuff that I was doing, and the summer is winding down for us people over here in the Northern Hemisphere. So that's when Kevin and I do a lot of landscape and desert photographing. So that's something that I do. If you don't get into Facebook, then definitely go to our website. Our website, you can ask the questions at sullivanjphotography.com, and it's macro live is here. And you can ask questions there and submit your images if you're not into Facebook. So no big deal. You can go there. Another thing that I always like to let you guys know is that we are here every other Thursday. But our next show isn't until December 7th because here in the United States we celebrate Thanksgiving. And actually Thanksgiving is pretty huge in my family. My brother-in-law, whew, does he cook good. And we just enjoy going over there. The whole family goes over there. So it's a big to-do for us. And plus it's it really is a great place. We are free here in the United States and I do appreciate that. Even I don't get into politics. I'm not all into that stuff. I will never talk to you about politics or religion. Your gig is your gig. But with me, I really do appreciate that I'm living in a free country. We go to Thanksgiving and celebrate. So because this actually goes every other Thursday, this live show is every other Thursday, it falls on Thanksgiving. So the next show isn't until December 7th. But with that said, I always put out content on YouTube on Thursdays, whether it's a deep dive video or behind the scenes or an unboxing. So definitely check me out in YouTube when you want to get more content from me. So before we get into the critique, because I am so excited about this critique, it's really not even a critique, it's just like sharing a different way of photographing macro. So I am going to share my sponsor. So hold on one second, and I'm going to go to the other camera, and let's see if I make sure I had it all ready and set. And my show is getting bigger and bigger, and I know that I need another tool. So let's go over to the right screen. Here we go. Yes, my sponsor is me. Because you know what? I mean, this is show 10. So I am sponsoring myself. That's right. This is a free show. But I wanted to share this awesome membership program that we just launched on Monday. And I do have, if any of you guys are on here that part of my membership, there's several of you actually that have not joined Facebook. So I'm going to be sending you guys some emails about joining the Facebook group, because there's a couple of you that have not joined, and that's okay, but I really would like to connect with you guys there. So anyways, this is the new membership site, and it's called Adventures of the F-Stop, and it's a place where you can really truly elevate your photography. It's $29 a month, and you really do get a lot. We do live calls, which is our first one is next week's. I give you guys monthly challenges. Go here to membership.sullivanjphotography.com to get more details, but this is a place where you really can push yourself out of your comfort zone and be in a community to really step up your accountability. So this is something that I am very passionate about and excited about, because I do know how it feels to be stagnant with your photography. If you haven't heard my past, yes, I was making money through art buyers and interior designers with my images. My flowers and my desert shots were the money maker for me, but I got bored and I needed something really to push myself, and I joined this group called the Arcanum. I'm a master photographer there, and I really love it, but I want to step on my own grounds too and work with groups. So here's Siri. She's awesome. She's in the program, and we definitely will push you. My daughter and I are totally into this and really digging it, and you guys might have seen so much actually out in the Facebook and all that, because we've been doing some advertising to get the word out. But I really feel that it's a great place for you to push yourself and be creative and get out of those slumps. I mean, we all get them, so don't feel like you're alone, and I will definitely have you work hard, so just be prepared for that. But let me go ahead and get to me. Hello again. And so what I'm going to do, oh, and then also with this, before we dive into the critiques or the images, I also wanted to share that this show also, it's, Julie, one of an amazing, oh my gosh, she makes amazing baby jewelry. She is she actually joined the membership program, and she's going to start after Thanksgiving. She had already messaged me and everything, and she is wanting to do close-up work and really focus on studio photography for her jewelry. So she asked, is that something that I would do? And of course, and actually you could even share your macro shots here if you're interested. I am a studio photographer. I was taught in the studio, but of course a lot of macro people like to go outdoors and stuff like that, which I do too, but I just wanted you to know that if this not set up where you're just going to do, I'll tell you one thing right now though, it's not going to be set up where you're just going to be sitting there adding your products on a white background, boom, boom, boom. No, it's creative. And I've already looked over her portfolio and stuff and the things that she does. And she is definitely perfect for the group because she makes this beautiful jewelry for babies and children, and she photographs them in different ways, and I can tell that she wants to push that creation. So anyways, I think Kim's here. I'm not sure. It's kind of low today on the watching. I might have to change my time frame. Hey Kim. Okay, Kim, you are here. Sweet. Oh, I see you over in oh no, you're in Facebook. Yeah. Awesome. So Kim is, I'm, hey, I'm here for you, girl. Mm. I am going to drink water this time because last time I got like frogs in my throat. But yeah, a lot of people I noticed are watching the after party or the after show because the time frame is at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So in America, it's pretty much everybody's at work. That are working a regular day job, but Kim and I, we are here together. Now, I do have people that are in the other side, England and Norway and all that fun stuff over way over there, and that's great because they show up too. And I haven't seen them today. Ireland, you guys have seen Elise or seen her work, so she's popped over. But hey, Kim, we're gonna go for it. Yeah, she's all wahoo! Heck yeah, I am all over this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get ready and put your beautiful work up, and we will get the Lightroom going. I just want to make sure that everybody can see that really cool. And let's go to the right camera. There you are. How gorgeous is this, everyone? Oh my gosh. So when she actually, I'll do a little backstory. So she actually shared this in the group that I was talking to you guys about. And I love this so much. She just asked for, just some input from all of us in the group. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, no way. I want this to be on the show because this is a beautiful piece that you can get macro and close up. Like I said, we do close up here and creative work. So yeah, of course it's great to go outdoors and shoot bugs and do all kinds of stuff. But when it comes to like really pushing this stuff here, this is another example of macro photography. Again, there's so many different, I mean, even though we're macro, boy, you can specialize in so many different things. But I just want you to know that I'm always about pushing creations, and I'm not going to sit there and say you need to have a portfolio that needs to be this way. So it does. My gig is about pushing you guys and trying new things. And when I saw this, Kim, I was so excited. I'm like, oh my God, this is great. She is totally going for it. So I wanted to make sure that this was on the show to also not only just to give her like information on this piece, but to share with you guys how creative close-up and macro can be. I mean, it's just so much fun to really play. I'm going to move this piece of paper out of the way so I can see. Let me talk about what Kim has to say, and we will go from there. So she says, she just finished this image yesterday. This is what she wrote in the actual Facebook group. I wanted to share this one. She says that in camera, I overexposed to blow out the white background, breaking the rules. Love that, Kim. In the digital darkroom, I made a few edits in Lightroom, cleaned up spots, etc. in Photoshop, and added a texture and just a little color to the background. She used her Nikon D850 and a Lens Baby Velvet 56. And I am excited and happy. She's so cute because this is how we always are. We look at our work. It takes a couple days. You go back to it and you see stuff and you're like, oh my gosh, I got to change that. And it happened. That's why it was really cool, Kim, that you said, hey, I got a second version of it. And it's just another tip to give you guys that we do get excited about our work and we're ready to, we make it, we want to send it out to Facebook and Flickr and all that stuff. But sometimes I really do feel, I think most times you should give yourself at least 1 to 2 days and then come back to it, because your eyes get so set and used to the image that you're working on. So what Kim had done previously, and I was actually going to ask you about this, and you fixed it. So the other image, Kim, remember you had those extra stems, and that was the first thing that totally popped into my mind, because I love how pretty and beautiful this flower is. And the stems are part of it, but you see 3 flowers, 1, 2, 3. Now there's probably one maybe in here, I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter, even if it's not. Um, the thing is that the prominent one is the one in the front, the one on the side, and one on the back. And yes, now the stems are kind of work with each other, even if they're not connected. So it's just our eyes fill in all of the spots. So that was a great call to get rid of that extra stem. I think you had 4, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, it doesn't matter because you fix it and it looks beautiful. Let's go ahead and let me see. Oh, I got it on 1-to-1. I don't want it 1-to-1. Let me just do a tab. I updated Lightroom and it's acting funny, to tell you the truth. So I'm just going to be doing tabs and this kind of stuff. I don't want to go 1-to-1, but you can see, see, I told you. Hold on 1 second. Okay, you got a little glimpse of her other image. So this is it's so pretty. She's cleaned it up beautifully. The colors are gorgeous. She's done the background to give it that extra pop. It really, let's go back to it because I can't work on, like I said, I just updated this Lightroom and it's acting really weird. But look at how, I really do enjoy that you've added some of this texture. I'm glad you blew it out. It really does work for sure. This is, you've cleaned it up, so elegant and gorgeous. Kim, I just really feel this is very strong for you. I only have one little thing, and it's a tip just for me that I noticed that, it's just my little thing. It's because I'm anal when it comes to lining up things, but you don't have to change anything, to tell you the truth. I just love it so much. I think it's gorgeous and you did a wonderful job. The only thing I did was crop it, and let's go in the development module. And with this one, you have room to play. So what I did was just straighten it out a little bit. Okay, so I'm kind of looking, and that's a little bit too much. I'll show you my crop version here in a second. But so, oh, I should have did mine. Let me go to reset. But that's what I did. Watch, I'll show you. Okay, so here it just feels like it's leaning to the right, and then I cropped it. So here's the left, and I just pushed it. And to me now, I'm feeling the flowers kind of straight now, and the other two are blending off to the distance in the background. And again, it's just a minor thing. It's not a big deal. Nobody else would know. It's just us photographers. You know how it is. But for me, it feels good, just like when you line up your horizon in a landscape. When it comes to close-up work, sometimes this doesn't have a horizon, but you still can feel it with the way the flower flows and the way the stems are. So for me, this is a huge, gorgeous portfolio piece. I mean, kudos, 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 kudos. Now, if you have any questions other than that, Kim, I'm going to go on to your second one. That one is, so again, I cropped this and you had enough room in here to play with. So nope, I don't see there's any other, like I said, it's perfect. Really, really great job. Okay, so let's go on to your second one. Another beautiful piece. Look at this. Let me get, okay, hold on 1 sec. I wanted you to see it. Okay, there it is. Yay! And so here's her second piece. Oh, and you know what, Becky, you did see Becky in the group says she loves it. I mean, of course, that's the pink one. She does. Nobody in the group has seen this black and white image. Now, black and white is so difficult to play with, especially with flowers, because we're so used to the color. But oh my gosh, look at how gorgeous this is. It's so elegant. Another way to see macro. And, uh, these Gerber daisies are shot all the time. So I'm super excited to see from you, Kim, that you're taking it, again, breaking those rules, but the rules are broken because you know the rules already. So you're breaking them and you're trying new things and you're making these daisies different. It feels so good. This is why I love what I do, to see what you guys are up to. It inspires me to see a daisy differently. And you're going to inspire other people if you keep this type of photographing up for sure in your processing. So let's go ahead and read this. She says in this one, I used a Nikon D850 and used the Lens Baby Velvet 56 at f4. And she goes, I think. She shot it at 1/15th of a second and ISO is 100. This one was shot in a light box with a white background, and it was in natural light in the late afternoon. So she also used a reflector to bounce a little light to the front of the flower. Kudos to you. And I mean, a light box is perfect, and you will see in a little bit what I did. Because I just love light boxes and light tints and all that stuff. So this one right here, again, I love how elegant it feels. Let's see if I can go in and, well, sorry, you guys, we have to do it this way until I can figure out what the hell's going on with Lightroom. But here it is up close. Look at how pretty this is. And you can feel the lines and the softness, but yet it has that darkness, because we are really looking at contrast and the lines of the beautiful petals that she has shot. I love that the Lens Baby has blurred it out, but yet your post work is gorgeous too. So that's not just the Lens Babies, it is definitely Kim's artistic vision for this beautiful Gerber daisy. This is so pretty how it just elegantly falls down to the bottom of the foreground or the frame. So let's go back in here and go to tab again. Oh wait, I wanted to go in here and go to fit so we can get the full feel of it. It's interesting to me how both of these images, to me, it may not be to you. Oh, she says crop and straighten made a big difference. Yeah, it really does, because you know what happens is when we're doing a landscape, it's easy because we see the foreground and everything. We know, okay, yeah, that's definitely, we need to straighten it out. But it's harder for us because in the close-up world of macro, it's hard for us to think of it like a foreground. So what I was going to say too is with this one, it's kind of the same feel. It is an elegant, beautiful image. I just love the way it flows. Again, I felt like this was leaning to the right again. So for me, let's see, I think I cropped it, but what happened is, look at the bottom, because I don't want to mess up your original. So here I cropped it. The same thing. Well, this is overcropped. I'm not digging that. Let's go back to the develop. Oh, please don't. Okay, last time it kept. Okay, here's the development. That's too much crop. Hold on one sec. Okay, here's the crop. I'm going to use the lines a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so here's a crop. But what happened with this one, because you were so close to the bottom and it looks good, I like the bottom. Look at how pretty. She just leads on. It's perfect. The bottom is perfect because you've got the dimensions here, another dimension, and then it fades away. So I love the bottom, but if you crop it, you can see the bottom's gone. And so that's not cool. I think this piece is very strong with the whole dimensions and your whole concept. It's just getting that to me, lifting this up to, this feels like godly to me. So the petals are lifting up to, you know, heaven or whatever, because it's such a mellow and beautiful piece. So with this one, I had to actually, let me see if this one, okay, let me show you this one. So what I did, Kim, and I'm going to show you in Photoshop, okay? What I did was I had to use um, warp, and I wanted to share with you, see how the warp, I'll show you how I did it, but I just wanted to show you what happened with this warp because I noticed that it didn't share it. So again, here is, now it's warped, right? And I got my bottom piece, I've got the beautiful top, and now it flows again. To me, it's just another, this is your artwork, right? And to me, it's now lifting up into the heavens, and the petals are going down into the you know, foreground. So, but because it's tight, to me the warp worked perfect. So let me go ahead and let me see if I can get into Photoshop. I want to just bring this baby down. I don't know if Photoshop's going to work with this. So let me bring it over and see what happens. I have another pane for Photoshop. Yeah, Photoshop's looking funky. So we're going to go to Photoshop. Hey, there's me. Hi. How you doing? All right. So yeah, I have another one for Photoshop. Okay, so let me show you something. Okay, here is the before and here's the after, just like I shared with you right before. Um, but I want to share this. When you warp and do anything, you're stretching the photograph, and you might have already done this before, and if you have, just bear with me, Kim, because this is going to be for other people that are watching the show. So when you manipulate and warp, you will have this extra areas, or wherever you're warping, you need to pay attention because you'll have to clean up that area. So I just wanted to share with you that. And you'll clean it up with stamps and clones and all that kind of stuff. And if you ever have questions about any of that, please ask, and I will do this on the show for you. But I wanted to share the actual, the warp tool. So you'll do a Command T, and that's transform. Okay, so it's Command T, and you can see right here that this is the transform tool. Well, in order to get all the other fun stuff, you'll do a right click inside here, and then here's the warp tool. You can do perspective, distort, all this stuff you can do in this location, but when you click the warp, you get all these little fun panes in here, and you can manipulate whatever. See, in this one little section to the right, to the left, nothing's happening. You could go in, out, and really play with the warp. You just need to remember that whatever you do, see, it's showing you right here, it's pushing that area over. So underneath, which is right here behind to the bottom right, your main background, that's going to show. So you'll have to fix these things. So don't just warp everything and think that your image is going to be perfect. You got to go in, go to one, make sure all the lines and everything's okay and it's all cleaned up. But that's basically how easy it is to do a warp. And I mean, you could even push this guy down, and I mean, it's just a teeny little thing to do for that image. So I'm going to go back to Lightroom, and I know it's going to look funky because it's maybe not. Let's go to Lightroom. Yeah, looks better. I'll play with that. But I just wanted to share with you her image again. That's just a small, let me put me on there. Where am I? Here we go. Hey, that's just a small little tip just to bring this to me up to portfolio. I mean, I think, oh yeah, so Kim says the warp is perfect. Thank you in capitals. You are most welcome. And I didn't think of using that, and it's just the right thing for the white flower image to balance the top and bottom petals lines. Yeah, I think so too, Kim. And really, you've done a great job, and beautiful. Keep that up for sure, that style. I mean, if you're loving it, I feel like you are, just because the pieces that are coming from this type of work is really beautiful. So it's definitely something that if I were you, I would go ahead and play with a little bit more. And I'll push you in the membership group. Okay, let me get back to me. Let's see. Okay. All right. Now, wonderful Kim. I love you, Kim. You have given me um, a great question. So I asked everyone, in the group, I'm like, hey, come on, ask some questions. I'm here for you guys. I love doing this. And she did. She asked a great question because who doesn't like backlighting? I do. That's all that matters. I'm just kidding. If you don't like backlighting, you probably haven't done it. No, I don't. All right, so we're gonna ask. She asked a great question, so I actually did a quick video. But let me tell you, this is what she said. She goes, "I would be interested in any indoor flower lighting techniques you might have specifically related to backlighting." So yeah, backlighting is amazing. Are you kidding me? I love backlighting. So if you are not, like I say, we're going to be having snow and some stuff coming all crazy over here in the northern hemisphere. So yeah, come indoors and go to the local shop and pick some flower or buy some flowers and come in and play. That's a great way to make you smile when you can't get outside. So I'm going to share with you a video, but before I share that video, I want to show you there's two different techniques that I use. And one is, oh, it died. It's live. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, one is my flashlight. This is one of many flashlights actually that I use. And this is hilarious. I wanted to show this because this flashlight is LED. And LED has a blue tinge to it. And so if you want a warm feel, you're definitely going to get it from one of these kind of things. I do have flashlights that have more of a warm color. You can buy flashlights that have natural light. I mean, it's crazy out there. Go Google any kind of flashlights. And what I do is I'll set up, okay, this flower right here is what my video's on, but see okay, back here is my window. And at a certain time frame, the sun comes over here and the sun comes right in. And I'll set up a table that goes right there next to the natural light. And then what I'll do is I'll grab a flashlight and I will, because the flower is like behind, right? Like this baby. Let's see. So the sun, let's see if we can get any, no, this ain't gonna be out. Well, anyway, say this guy is here and the backlighting is all coming through. Well, this is gonna be all dark, right? It's gonna be all dark. So what I'll do is I'll just fill in light. It's really easy, and if I want it warm, I add a gel. And I wanted to share with you guys. So this would be blue, and you put this in front, and when the gel, I just tape it, actually this is actually for my strobes. But this, I would just cut it and just tape it to it, and then the light is warm, so that it corrects your light. And I'm going to share with you in the equipment area where you can pick up some of these gels, because the gels are really cool. I do gels all the time. Whenever I can get it in camera, it's in camera. So this is a gel, and then you put your flower in the natural light, and then use this to fill in the actual dark areas. So that's one way. Kim, you're most welcome. So that's one way that I shoot my backlighting when I'm indoors. Now the other way, I'm going to share with you this video. I made a video for you guys, and this is another way that I love to photograph flowers. And actually it's actually one of my number ones, but let's go ahead and go to the video, and then if you have questions you can ask me. Okay, here we go. Hi guys, this is a quick video to answer Kim's question. I'm doing it the day before the show, and of course I can't find my mic, so this is going to be like a little echoey, but at least you get the gist of what's going on. You can see behind me here, I got a setup. I'm going to show it to you right now. We'll switch it over and check it out. I'm going to show some basics right now, and if any of you guys have questions with strobes and stuff like that, I will do that for you, so you just have to ask. Okay, I personally love backlighting flowers also. I mean, I really do love how beautiful we can really get the petals. So here's the setup, okay? I like tints, and the reason why I like tints is that I can emulate this sun, because when you go outside and photograph backlight, you got this big huge light source called the sun, and it really makes everything really nice and beautiful. So I'll come around and I'll show you my tint. This is a big tint, but it's actually for product photography. But here is an old, it's old, and all it has inside here, I'll show you right, is something like this light. Okay, I do suggest that you white balance before you start shooting, and I have a video about that, so I will share with you guys how to white balance. When you're shooting reds like this, sometimes it gets really funky. When you white balance is still too crazy, just turn down the exposure, just underexpose a little bit and you should be fine. But this is what I'm photographing. So I've actually put the light source behind my tent, and I emulated the sun. Now, if you don't have a tent, you can use other things. You can build your own with using anything that's kind of like see-through. See how this is see-through? Let's go through. Here's my front yard. But see how it lets light in, but just enough, just a soft light. You need to diffuse the light is what you need to do. Now you can see that the front of the flower, until I get really up close, then it adjusts the exposure. In the camera, you're not going to get that. So what's going to happen is you're going to have to bounce light into this top part right in here. Whenever you need a lot of light to bounce into your subject, the best thing to use is a mirror. That's me with my phone. Look at this, is how I'm videotaping on my iPhone. So this is a mirror, and let's do it with the mirror, without the mirror, with the mirror. Look at, and you can really adjust to where you want to maneuver. All I'm doing is this, maneuvering my light. Now, if you can't get the light to bounce in and it's just not working for you, you can add a secondary light source, and that's called a fill light. But the gist of it is you can have a lot of fun in playing with your light source and backlighting these beautiful flowers just by using one light source, and then bounce the light into the front. Holy crap, I've been talking this whole time. Oh my gosh, you guys. I've been sitting there talking for like, what, 20 minutes? Okay, let's do it fast. Holy crap. Thanks, Jerry, for letting me know. Oh, I had no sound. Oh my gosh, I am laughing so hard. I wonder if I could chop that off later on. This is hilarious. Sorry. Okay, quickly. Holy crap. All right, so afterwards, I was talking so much, I forgot what I was saying. Oh man, I am so sorry, guys. Okay, basically, these are the gels. I'm laughing at myself. Oh no. Okay, so I was talking so much and I just glanced over and Jerry was saying the sound didn't come back and I apologize. That was me. I screwed up so bad. Oh wow. Live shows, boy. If this ever goes good, Jerry, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have someone in the background pushing these buttons for me. Oh, I'm gonna chop it, but I don't remember what I missed. I will share it in the Facebook group to tell you the truth because I was sharing how awesome this is and using the gels works really good. I was talking about color coding and just making it fun. Use stuff that's soft, don't use the hard gels. And I was talking about this is really harsh. And what else was I talking about? Oh my God. I have to laugh at myself. Oh, wow. Oh, and I was really talking about some good stuff too. I'm gonna laugh here for like 20 minutes. Okay, and then I was talking about my LED. Oh my gosh, I was talking about no, I wasn't talking about LED. I was talking about the tent. I was saying that this is huge. You don't need to get something that big, but it has the black velvet that goes in the bottom. And I was talking about, the variety has white, it folds up nice. And yes, it's for basically products, but for macro photographers, you can really go for it and have a great time and really uh, make those lights just soft to get an elegant, beautiful look. So thanks for Jerry for letting me know that I screwed up big time and my mic wasn't on. I will go over this show and I will make sure that whatever I thought that I missed, I will put in that Facebook book group like I told you before. And I'm going to see if I can actually chop this area off in the show because it was probably a good, 5-10 minutes of me talking. Wah, wah, wah. All right, guys. Well, this is hilarious. Anyways, hey, again, we are here every other Thursday, except for the next show because it's Thanksgiving. So, Thanksgiving, I'll be out with my family and we will have our show again. It will be, what did I say it was? November? Let me look at this paperwork. I wrote it down in the top. It's December 7th. So, this again, this is about macro and close-up work and really talking about that and helping you really look at different ways, equipment, and getting critiques. So please share your stuff with us. You can go to our Facebook group, ask to join. Me and Ashley will let you in. And if you're not into Facebook, you can go ahead and check out our website at sullivanjphotography.com. Macro Live is here. And also, if you are, again, I was sponsoring myself, so I would love for you to check out membership.sullivanjphotography.com. It is for macro and landscape photographers. Again, like I said before, we have a new person coming in. She messaged me and she's excited. She wants to start her name is Julie and she's going to start after Thanksgiving, but she makes beautiful jewelry. So if you're into close-up macro that way, as long as you want to be creative and step out of the box and push to really express yourself, then it's a great place for you to join our membership group. Yeah, do over. I know, Jerry's like, do over. I'm going to definitely have to figure out what I missed because I was saying some fun stuff for you guys. And I will never take my mic off again when I'm showing a video. Oh, and I even said, because Kim had said, hey, that great video. I'm like, thanks, Kim. She didn't hear that, did she? Oh my gosh. Oh, and then also I am working with my guest, and we are going to meet next week. So I am hoping that either the next live show or the show after that, I will have my first guest because we're going to work on Skype. Because last time I had it, it was a joke, and I'm having Andy is helping me with that. So I'm really excited to have Sherry on the show. So that's really exciting. And again, if you have any questions and I didn't get to them, you can go to the Facebook or you can go into the website, Sullivan J Photography, and you'll see it right up on the top. Thank you so much for being here. I totally appreciate it. And thank you for those who are watching the replay. I do notice that there's a lot of people watching replays. So thank you for joining Macro Live Chat. It is a great show that really focuses to help you guys that love what I do, which is macro photography. All right, you guys, have a great day and happy Thanksgiving.